One person who knows how to get Baker Mayfield paid like a top quarterback is ESPN's Jeff Saturday, who spoke earlier today about that on The Get Up.
All right, so they're bringing OBJ back this season. He's coming off an injury. I want to see him to continue to run the offense like he did last year when OBJ is back on the field. What does that mean? Alex Van Pelt, their offensive coordinator, Kevin Stefanski, their head coach and play caller, understanding OBJ is just another piece of this offense. He's a very explosive piece, but I'm not just going to try to feature him. I'm going to allow this offense to take care of itself. We're going to run the ball effectively. I'm going to use Landry. I'm going to use my tight end. I'm going to use my running backs out of the backfield. Develop the offense and continue to grow. Here's the thing about Baker Mayfield. He gets kind of a bad rap. He played really well his first year, big dip his second year. He's had, 3 or 4 head coaches? How many offensive coordinators? Cleveland was in chaos, man. Now they have Andrew Berry, the general manager. Stefanski's the head coach. I think you're going to see a steady rise in Baker Mayfield, and I think he gets paid as such. I'm in agreement with Sam. He plays well this year. You pay him like a top-tier quarterback because this is a guy who's going to lead you to the AFC Championship and potentially a Super Bowl with the pieces and parts around him on this football team.
I mean, gotta love what you see from Jeff Saturday there. And on top of that, the Athletics' Mike Sando also put Baker Mayfield as his 5th quarterback riser, the biggest riser when it came to his tiers, behind Josh Allen, Derek Carr, Tom Brady, and Ryan Tannehill. So with that being said, obviously the money will follow if the play is there. Do you expect Baker Mayfield to take that jump and build upon what you saw in 2020?
So, yes. And I do think to me, the idea of don't treat Odell Beckham like he's any different than, Harrison Bryant. I mean, everybody needs the ball. I also disagree with that, though. Do the Chiefs treat Tyreek Hill differently? Do the Chiefs say, you know what we need to do? Get Tyreek Hill the ball. Yes, of course they do. It doesn't throw off Patrick Mahomes to be like, you know what we should do? Get the ball to the explosive guy. So they can get better at it. But again, it's disconnected. It was coincidental. I mean, it was last year that the offense kind of figured it out when Odell got hurt. Baker was just figuring out the Kevin Stefanski way of doing things. They did force it, right? The year before with Freddie Kitchens, they did force it. That was in year one. They were trying to figure it out. That was real, right? They did kind of screw that up. But I think a lot of this is going to happen naturally. But I think if you just pretend that Odell Beckham is like everybody else, you're missing the boat, man. They've got to get the ball to him down the field. That's the next level for this offense, is those explosive plays, because they missed that in the second half of last season. As efficient as they were, I think they missed those explosive plays. But I think part of it is confidence. It's familiarity. I think Baker Mayfield at times, Odell Beckham was open on some things. Here's where they get caught. Odell Beckham Jr. is open for a big play. Baker's is hesitant to throw it, doesn't throw it. And then he's like, oh man, he was open, I didn't throw it. Now you force it to him, right? I think the evolution of Baker is take what's there, and sometimes what's going to be there is a gigantic Odell Beckham play, and you have to look for those. But I think most of this, almost all of it, is the natural growth of a quarterback. And if you go back and look at the best quarterbacks in this league, you look at what they did in year 2 and year 3, and I've done it, almost all of them have a weird little bump. And most of those guys didn't change offensive coordinators and coaches like Baker did. So this is all part of the plan, but I think he has to take advantage of Odell, but I also think he's ready to do it.